EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Miami. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And no run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. 1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes buying time to his left. Open man, it's the tight end Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce. 42 yards, and the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Chris Jones that time coming in with a tackle behind the line. Off of play action, Tagovailoa rolling to his right. That is incomplete. L'Jarius Sneed right there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And this returnable for Hill. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now it's Mahomes rolling to his left. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. Edwards-Helaire on the counter. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Chiefs' 47-yard line.
Now Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. 23 yards the pickup there. A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. He'll buy some time right. That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he takes it into the end zone for a Dolphin touchdown. Stephen Carter taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will...
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Chris Jones showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. On play action, it's Mahomes. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They go play fake. Mahomes. Oh, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly. Mahomes throwing on 4th. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd and 10, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Gaskin, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That second down play nets a -4. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Steps away to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2nd and 8 coming up. They fake the give. Now Mahomes rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. It's caught inside the 25.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chiefs have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the 3rd quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the 3rd quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Tua going deep here for Parker. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Dolphins on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through, all the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Sliding out of the pocket. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mahomes got to have this one. Being chased out left. Caught, Kelce, left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, it's Kelce. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. Touchdown! Mahomes finding Tyreek Hill. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Tua, he'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run now with Gaskin. Room to run for Gaskin. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 19 and a first down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Juan Thornhill. Past the 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire able to take it in from 1 yard out. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Tua. Caught by Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tua. Able to connect with Fuller. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Tagovailoa. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Tua to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Tua. This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. You're probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side.
Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup there, and that should just about put a bow on this one. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.